Hey, everybody! What's going on? How you been? Where you been? You miss me? Don't answer that because I know the answer. Don't even, just keep it moving, all right? Keep it moving there, wise guy. All right, so here we are, finally. I'm going to make the video of my man Crypt. That's right, I don't call it the man cave. I don't call it my music room. I call it the man Crypt, all right? And as I start to go around the room, you'll kind of see why. As a lot of you guys know, I moved, and it was hell. Moving is the worst, man. Especially when you got to start packing up albums and CDs and magazines. I mean, you don't realize how heavy vinyl is when you got it in a box. You know, I had to start taking stuff out, and it was just a nightmare. Okay, but anyway, just a real quick thing about the room. I had to get a new rug. I had to get new curtains that are actually blocking out the light, and I'll show you that in a bit. Brand new light. You know, I got some new furniture here. So yeah, man, it's basically the theme I was kind of going for here was I wanted something kind of dark. It's light here now because I have the light on full brightness, and the light from the camera is going to make this a lot lighter than what it actually is because I keep everything dim, man. I like it almost dark. Listening to metal and almost dark and goth music and stuff like that. Yeah. Keeping it real, man. All right. What else? So yeah. So basically, I wanted kind of like a gothic, kind of haunted housey horror theme, you know, because basically metal and horror, they go together, you know, without a doubt. All right. So let's just get to it, shall we? All right. This way you got to look at this, you know, face any longer. So I'm gonna come around, gonna grab my phone, and I'll start explaining some things. All right. All right. Sit down. Don't move. I'll be right over there. Don't worry, I'm still here. All right. Here we go. As I pick up the phone slowly. Well, since we're here, so I bought these new chairs. 1 and 2, the siblings here. All right, and actually one of them came with a footstool, which is on the other side of the table over there. These 2 pillows came from Spirit Halloween store, man. Kind of cool. All right, now I'm going to actually push this one out of the way because it's in my way. All right, now let's just start over here. This is I gotta back it up. This is my metal section of my CDs. All right. Nice, cool cabinet, glass doors up top. I got my killer cat. Watch out for him, man. He moves. He's not on right now. His head goes back and forth. He starts yelling and screaming stuff. A couple of skulls up there that actually light up, which are not lit up right now. In that far corner over there, I got some Headless Horseman stuff from the McFarlane collection there, whatever. But anyway, back to this. So this is my metal side of my CDs. The bottom down there is a whole bunch of magazines, classic rock. Let me just show you. All right. We kind of go slow. I'm going to open up one of the doors. Let me open up the other door. All right. There you go. All right. So up top right here, it's just 2 Whitesnake little box sets. You know, the CDs, I had the other ones over there. All right, just got some random books. Got some Black Sabbath, some Rush stuff. All right. Bruce, I Am the Man, I Am the Man, Mustaine. But the Mustaine book was cool. All right, just give you a quick. Don't call it hair metal. Yeah, okay, guy. All right, Pete, Freddie. Couple cool things there, all right? Now, down here. Oh, Mr. Phil. This is like my Lizzie section. Now, these things right here, if you're wondering what they are, these things are badass, man. You just put the CDs in and you can flip. And they don't fall out. They hold about 20 CDs each, and they don't move, which is freaking great. Right, so this is basically my Lizzie section. See, I'll show you again. Look, see, they don't move. It's great. Now, I looked online to get some more of these because I needed a few more, but I can't find them. So, whatever, man. All right, basically some Whitesnake stuff here. Get that out of the way. All right, give you an overview there. Now, you guys get the gist, right? Some Whitesnake, some Motorhead. See, just flip them and you're good to go. So basically, it's my metal side. Some of the bands kind of get a little mixed up, but I pretty much keep things in order. All right, got some Whitesnake backs, little CD box sets there. All right, Man Down. The Fate, King Diamond, blah, blah, blah. A golf ball. It says Rush on it. Do I play golf? No, I do not play golf. The one time I tried playing golf, the best 2 balls I hit all day was when I stepped on a rake. Oh! All right. Yeah, rush. All right. So, yeah, that's about it. Got some Y&T over here. More Y&T. What else is going on? Some Queensryche. GNR. Some Kiss. Little Cinderella kind of box set. Tokyo Rose. Tokyo Blade. Tokyo Rose. All right. Down here, a couple of books. This Black Sabbath book is old, man. I've had this thing for years. That's old stuff, man. Here's a Priest book. I'll show you more later. Of course, Nostradamus. Back there, we got the new Saxon. Very good album. All right, flip. Nothing's going on, right? Saxon. It's the whole Saxon section. Oh, hello. Get out of the way, dude. Sabbath. Same thing. They're all here. Priest. Of course, got to have the Priest. There's a couple of bootlegs in here too, I think. Let me see. Yeah, they're in here somewhere. They might be up there. I don't even know. All right. Got some Maiden. Like this whole section here is all Maiden. The special editions, the picture disc CDs. All the other stuff that they came out with. All right. Come on, man. You guys know Maiden. I have to show you all of this. This is a good bootleg. The Beast on the Road. Cool stuff. There's another one back there. Over here is the UFO section. Sorry for about the glare, man. Can't help that. Just got Lights Out. Just got the new box set of this with the live stuff. Now this is remastered. That has some live stuff on it as well. But the album is great, man. One of my favorite albums of all time. Strangers. That's the whole UFO section, all right? Over here, we got the AC/DC. Gotta have AC, right? Classic one there. These remasters are freaking phenomenal, man. They're nice and produced. They're nice and loud. One of the best remastered CDs, I will say. AC/DC, Plug Me In over there. Down here, there's a Rush 40. We got some Shanker. Shank. Goes into some Ozzy. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty Maids back there. Of course, except they need to do a box set on Restless and Wild. I mean, seriously. This needs to be remastered, redone, and a nice big box set with this. What would be cool would be a concert from this era, with all these guys. That would be badass. You hear me, Udo? All right, you got Breaker. Flipping down. Band Wolf that I freaking love. You guys should check it out. Who else is back here? And it goes into Helix. Yeah, some of the hairband stuff, it's got to get mixed in there. Riot, one of my favorite bands. Well, the old Riot. I'm not too much into the new stuff. After Born in America, man, I was done. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. When they went into power metal, it's like, what are you doing? This is my Riot right here. All right, Crocus. These are the Rock Candy remasters and reloaded. They sound amazing. All right, Raven. Come on. Best bands, underrated. See what's going on? There's another copy of Riot. Another copy of it. King Cobra. Thrill of a lifetime. All right, Rush. These are CDs. Then I got my Rainbow Singles box set. Let me move this. Oh, without dropping. All right, back here we got some stuff. These are the Noxicadias are basically really like spooky, not really Halloweenish, but very goth, kind of like background music stuff, all instrumental. Some of them, there's like some words in between, you hear like some witches and stuff going on, but very cool. These are the Def Leppard box set CDs that came out years ago. Now, if you guys saw that I posted that they're doing a Pyromania 40 box set of that, I'm pretty sure that the live CD that's in this set is going to be the same one that's on a new one, but don't quote me on that. I mean, I hope not, but if it is what it is. All right, let me put this back. Over here, we got some Rainbow, the deluxe versions. I actually have to hold on to these because these kind of fall out. They don't stay, which is annoying. right? Typical, I got some Live Rainbow. The usuals, Joe Lynn Turner. Got Bruce Sampson, Live at Reading. Got Hurricane back there. Some more Hurricane. All right, let's see what else is going on. Not than the usual, all right? I got to pick up King Diamond on the floor. Get back up there. All right. So, yeah, all right, Scorps. I mean, you guys get the gist of this, all right? Down here, these are all my classic rock magazines that I kept. I used to have a lot more, man. But I went through them, and I gave some away, and some of the other ones I just had to get rid of. So classic rock goes all the way over here, comes down to about here. Then this is the Rock Candy magazine, which is really cool. You want to check these guys out as well. Let's see, Planet Rock magazine. It's another cool magazine. Check those guys out. Then there's like some special edition magazines over here. Guitar World magazines. Some really cool stuff. All right, the Ace Frehley singles. I think I showed you guys that once. What else we got going on here? These, let me see. These are what I use to cover my albums, the plastic. All right, there's usually 100 in a pack. I get a new album, it comes in, and I put it in the plastic, and it goes up on the shelf. Because I don't like all that, you know, when you're pulling in and out, and it wears out the cover and stuff. Oh, here, Monopoly, Iron Maiden. Yeah, that's badass. Show you the cover. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I saw other ones. There's like AC/DC and a couple other bands. But, yeah, I picked up the Maiden one. Cool stuff. All right, so that's the metal side. Oh, up here I have, we get over to my stereo, a couple more slip mats. All right, there's Maiden. And then the Rush guy. Put some clothes on, man. All right. Bear with me as I move this around. I'm trying to move slow. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. You know what I mean? All right. So that is the metal side. Now, slowly over here, we get into basically kind of like the classic rock side. All right. Same big cabinets. These were a pain in the neck to move because I had to take the doors off. That was not fun. All right. Let me slowly move in. Again, I don't want to make anybody dizzy here. So technically I got some DVDs up here, but there's more spread out around the room, and we'll get to those as I move around the room. Tommy Lee Goes to College. And you guys seen this? Dude, this is hysterical. You guys should check this out. Oh my God, that was classic. All right, got some Metallica up there, some McCartney, Keith Urban, all right? Then I got a couple little box sets over here, nothing too crazy. There's this, Stevie Ray. There's the Doors. There's the new Neil Young Harvest box set. It's kind of cool. The video on there is pretty badass. Little Joni Mitchell. You know, you want to mellow out sometimes. Then, of course, you know, got to practice witchcraft. You know, I got my Wicca book. Better be careful out there. I know where you are, man. I'll find you. All right. Over here, real quick, there's some Budgie. Some of the later CDs that I dig. Another underrated band. Very misunderstood. But this one's cool because it's got, like the first three. Very cool stuff, man, you know. Bread fan, you know, so Metallica took off some of these songs from these guys. So over here is the Yes. All right. What else? You got some Who. Some Pete Townsend back there. It's Quadrophenia. Got some Tull. And basically what happens is same thing with like my albums. I'll rearrange, you know, I'll flip CDs around when I get sick of looking at something, you know what I mean? All right, some Tull, more Tull. Get into the Genesis. All right. Got some more little box sets over here. This is all London Choir Boys stuff. Over here, this is all London Choir Boys. Boop, boop, boop. Little pumpkin guys. Foghat, ZZ Top. Layla the Clapton. Who's this? Clapton, Slow Hand, little box set. All right. Let's see, down here. Chicago box set. Some cool Rolling Stones from the vaults. A couple of crows here. Hey, don't bite me. Some more Stones. Over here we got some Queen. Right? Again, same thing. Now these, you're going to notice there's like 3 different brands of these holders I have here. And none of them, I can't find any of them online. But they're all great. Flip through the tulips. Got some Ace back there, Peter. Ace. As far as Ace goes, I have not picked up his new album yet. I've heard every song on it, which is why I haven't picked it up yet. I don't know. I don't want to give my opinion yet. I'll pick it up at some point. But from the stuff that I heard so far, man, I don't know. I'm not really digging it too much. Right, Keith, Stones. Move some of this stuff over out of the way. Got some Zeppelin. All right. The usual stuff. I mean, this is all typical classic rock stuff that probably everybody's got. This is a cool Van Halen bootleg. Hurricane. It's a good one. Demos that went to Gene Simmons. Got the Coupe. Down here, it's a little more, you know, mixed stuff. Ed Guy, Eden's Curse is back here somewhere. All right, you got your Gary Moore. You got to have Gary. Black Crowes, Motley, Deep Purple, all right. Grand Funk, got a whole bunch of Grand Funk Railroad back there. It's all great stuff. Angel, of course, right next to Kiss. Badlands, The Scream, great album. You know, your Rough Cuts, your Damn Yankees. Dainty Fox, which became Great White. This is like their demos on CD. You can find this. Great White, all right. This is all Kiss. I don't need to flip through that. Gillan. Ian Gillan, of course. Wasp. Testament. Jafria. So, yeah, some of the hairband stuff is mixed in. Montrose. And it goes into some Sammy. All right, Montrose again. Down here, because I like to draw and paint, use a whole bunch of different colored markers. And, of course, I always have the metal stuff out. Judas Priest sticker. You know, got to represent all the time. Right, we got some Slayer down here. Slayer, Anthrax. Oh, my hands are getting in the way. Metallica's back there. Some Overkill. Exciter, yeah. The Rods, Black and Blue. It goes from Overkill to Black and Blue. You gotta love it. All right, got some Camelot. Primal Fear. Voodoo Circle. Jorn. Who else is back there? Jorn. Dokken is back there. Got some Ghost. More Ghost. Megadeth is back here. All right. And then down here, I just have some canvases that I usually paint on. Some more art stuff, paints, watercolors. This is a real cool painting that I will get to at some point. Yeah, I don't want to get into this now. But yeah, real great artist. This woman Morgan painted that. And I'll get into that when I do my horror stuff. Just wanted to show you that for now. All right. Now, coming up, we got this guy hanging here, hanging off the curtain rod. This actually lights up. It's not lit up now, of course, but yeah, he's just chilling. I love this thing, man. Then here, there used to be a parrot in here, but I don't know what happened, you know. Couple speakers. Now here are the blackout curtains. These are like this dark Merlot color. Speak much. Back here's the window. Light. We don't want the light. This is this cool lamp that I picked up. Now, it actually has a dimmer. This is the brightest it is right now. And I dig it. I mean, you're not going to be able to see it because it's kind of like old, like, I don't know, reminds me of like old London kind of street lights, you know, like lanterns and stuff. It's badass, man. I actually picked this up on Amazon. I think it was about 87 bucks. So if you want it, it's cool. It comes with a foot switch and there's a dimmer behind here. Now, like I said, normally I'll dim it down more, but I got to get it bright so you guys can see what's going on. All right, coming down here. Got some witch stuff. Really cool coaster that my cousin Kenny gave me. It's badass. All right, this is my my laptop. All right, of course, always got all metal stuff out. I mean, been doing it as a kid, and I'm still doing it now as an adult. Am I an adult? I don't even know. All right, so here's my stereo. I mean, this thing is old. The plastic is all messed up. Of course, it's got the slip mat, Kiss slip mat. Now, this is an old Gemini, man. I mean, I bought this probably when I was in my early 20s. This was all I could afford at the time. I mean, I am going to upgrade this at some point. Just like right now, you know, I just bought a townhouse, man, and I'm not buying a new stereo. All right, so this is this Gemini belt drive semi-automatic turntable XL BD10. All right, you audio guys, you guys know what that means? More power to you. All right, close that down here. This is my receiver, which is old as hell too. This is a Sony. Let me see for the words here. Digital delayed surround audio video control center. All right, Sony, there we go. Now this thing here, this is a CD player. It also plays iPods, which I use. And this thing cranks, man. It's got 2 speakers. There's one there, one over there, and it's got there's a subwoofer on the floor. And this thing just cranks, man. The bass on this thing, plus the, you know, with the rug on the floor, it's badass. Now what I do is I take this cord and I plug it into my computer here, and it just, so it all comes out. It's great. Oh yeah, so this is my mouse. Now, these are my mouse pads. Yeah, so I bust them out to show you guys. Right now, I'm currently using the Stain Class one. Yeah, you're bugging out right now, aren't you? Oh, shit. Nice. These things are cool, man. Nice and flimsy. You could throw them in a washing machine. Badass. You know, I mean, hell-bent for leather. I mean, you see the size of it for the mouse, so they're pretty decent size. All right, got the hell-bent for leather one. They're nice and thin. Sin after sin. British steel. Then I got this really cool Rush one. This is like one of my favorite pictures. You know, I love Neil's drum set, and, you know, they're got the double necks going on. They're probably in the middle of playing Xanadu. Then I just got this Iron Maiden one. Now, I know there's a Number of the Beast, a Piece of Mind, and I think there's a Power Slave one, too. Pretty cool. It's just round. Perfect for the mouse. There. That's all you need, man. And then, of course, I got to have a Halloween-themed one, right? So that's it with those. I'm actually going to move these out of the way because I got to show you what's underneath. Now, if you guys saw that I posted the this Rush mat, and the thing is huge, man. I mean, it takes up this whole table, which eventually I think I'm going to get rid of this table and just get something a little bit better, because the table comes out too far from the window and it's just taking up too much room. But under here, you guys haven't seen, I have this Iron Maiden Power Slave one, which is almost as big. It's cool. I used to have a t-shirt with this back in the day. So yeah, I got Maiden under there for now. And then when I get tired of looking at the Rush one, I'll go back to Maiden. You know, I'll just flip-flop things around. Over here, a little Jack Daniels coaster, you know. Candle holder. All right, there's another speaker. Crystal ball. You know, you got to have some witchcraft books. Right? This is my Raven. It's my buddy. Right now, he's off. When he turns on, his eyes turn red and his head moves. He makes some really cool noises, and there's like some thunder and rainstorms going on. Awesome stuff. Right? You know, got my owl over here. He does the same thing. Turn him on, his eyes light up, and he, again, with the thunder, the lightning, and the owl sounds. Over here, a bunch of more CDs. All right? This tower. I mean, it's all filled up, and everything and anything is in here. I mean, this goes from, like, oh my God. I mean, there's Hall & Oates in here, and there's Dark Throne is in here, and everything. All right? Genesis is in here, and Marduk is in here. Okay? A whole bunch of stuff, man. This goes all the way around, and every column is filled. I forget how much this thing holds. All right? Coming back around, and the owl is back. Over here, I just got some little Halloween things that I kind of kept out under this old Kiss bandana. Now, I'm a big Halloween guy. I got a lot of stuff in the basement. And so when I did this room, I brought some stuff up. This Lemax stuff, the whole Halloween Village, I usually set up in October. All right, enough of that. So over here is my Ozzy section. All right, these are all my Ozzy albums. There's a couple bootlegs in here. There's a couple of books, DVD. Off the Rails is a good book to read, man. And so is Crazy Train. You know, why is it quite right with Ozzy? Well, because of Randy, man. What do you think? In this book, DVD, the Randy Rhoads, Quiet Riot Years, is really good. Very cool documentary. All right, and when you order that DVD, it came with this book. Awesome stuff, man. This right here is another Randy book from Rufus Publishing. Awesome stuff. It's all the pictures by Ross Halfin, which, you know, if you guys, I'm sure you guys all know who Ross is. His pictures are everywhere. Awesome book, all right? So, yes, all my Ozzy stuff. The box set of the first 2 albums, and everything else is in here. Down here, we're going to my, I just made this my Def Leppard cubby hole for now. The Hysteria box set. The CD collection volume 1. I didn't need volume 2. Volume 1 is all I need, man. These old DVDs, concert DVDs. This is a cool book. Definitively Def Leppard. Another cool Def Leppard books. And these are the albums, the box set albums. And I only needed 1 and 2 because, like a lot of you guys, you know, the newer ones, some of you guys like them, some of you don't. I don't know. I mean, I have some of the new ones here, but not a lot. Basically, it's just all the older ones. You know, all my originals. I know I have X in here. I think there's a picture disc in here. Another picture disc of Hysteria. My Japanese version of Pyromania, Depressing. Single for Photograph. So, you know, it is what it is with that. Moving down. Ooh, it's got an album falling on me. Take it easy. We'll get to you. Right, you guys know the Maiden CDs, DVD stuff, right? Throw them there to display them in here. We have some Maiden books. All right. We got some Priest, the Halford book. Coming down here. We got some more stuff. Some of these I've shown on track. These are interesting because they're all different authors, you know, writing their opinion on all the songs. That's kind of cool. You know, Rush, song by song. Then you got some Martin Popoff books here. You know, this whole history of British heavy metal, you know. Some Scorps, some Rush, right? A couple Sabbath books. A couple magazines, all Sabbath related, all right? Now, since I'm down here, so let me show you my metal section of albums. All right, so far we just kind of looked at that. All right, that whole corner. Now, I'm going to get into the metal vinyl section. I got to move the chair out of the way. Let me slide this out of the way because it's in the way. All right, up here, kind of got one of my zombie guys hanging out. He actually lights up as well. His eyes, his arms go back and forth. I mean, he makes zombie noises. His eyes are like this green kind of laser thing that really light up a room when it's pitch black. Couple skulls. Now, this Kiss clock is very treasured to me because Peter Criss signed it back in the day. The reason why I keep it way up here is because I want nobody touching it. I don't even like picking it up. It's just a poster, and the guy just kind of like shellacked it on some poster board, so it's real thin and flimsy, you know what I mean? And, you know, when I had Peter sign it, he's like, oh, this is really cool, man. This is really cool. So he just signed it right there, and that's one of my treasured things here, right? Then I got my mummy hanging out there. You know, my daddy couldn't show up, so I had to bring my mummy. He gets a little cold, so I had to put a little scarf on him. A couple little skulls. I put candles in there, like little tea lights light up. There's his brother. All right, so over here. So this whole cube and this whole cube is all Iron Maiden. All right, you guys seen my Iron Maiden collection, 1 and 2. So basically, this is all Iron Maiden 1. Going from all the EPs. Stay, you know, to the second half of Iron Maiden. I got some Bruce stuff in there. Got my Trooper glass. And then there's some other stuff with Nico McBrain in here, which I'm going to do a video on, which I don't want to show you right now. But we'll get into that. All right, down here, you guys can probably guess. This is my Black Sabbath cube. All right, I have all the other box sets. I'll show you that in a second when we get down there. My original Mob Rules. All right, so this is all Sabbath. And I have it going up to Iommi's 7th star. So from the first Black Sabbath to 7th star goes there. Get in there. And then behind Ball Breaker, I actually like this album. The rest of Sabbath goes here. I'll put this album down. We get into Tear, right? Headless Cross, Cross Purposes, Eternal Idol, Forbidden, which I barely listen to, and then it's like this greatest hits. So now, supposedly, I know all you guys have heard by now that Iommi is, again, they keep talking about releasing all that stuff in a box set. I will say. So then from here, this is an AC/DC book all the way over. Is all AC/DC stuff. All right. I mean, you watch my AC/DC video. I don't have to show you what's there. Okay. Let me put this guy back here. Ball breaker. All right. Coming down here is, Judas Priest. And it takes up this cubby hole and this cubby hole. So Priest as well as Maiden have two cubby holes going on here. And again, if you guys saw my Priest video, you know what I got. Starting with the EPs all the way through. And then that goes there. And these album covers, I change them. Like I said, if I get tired of looking at this, I'll put something else. But for today, this is what's happening. This is the rest of the Priest, the singles box set, CDs. A whole bunch of stuff. One of these, this one is a whole 50th anniversary Judas Priest book, which I think I showed. And that's from Rufus. All right, you should check that out. And this is their last 50th anniversary, the whole CD box set. This thing is badass, but it's expensive as hell. All right, I got some Priest books here as well. All right, coming down. I'm gonna slide over. So under Judas Priest, it's the Motorheads. These were the kind, I don't know if you want to call them box sets, but the re-editions, special editions, vinyl stuff. It's all cool. I mean, I have my originals in there as well, all in here, plus some of the other ones. Oh, Phil Campbell, Bastard Sons. Yeah, I just picked this up a while ago. So, I got some of the newer Motorhead in here. Inferno, Bad Magic. It's a green vinyl version, and now it's stuck. Doesn't want to go back in. That's the only problem with these plastic things, man. When they get hung up, they're a pain in the neck. Put that back later. Motorizer, all right. Then from there, we go into all Dio. This is all Dio, which you guys have seen on my video as well, right? This is the whole Dio section. Picture disc. You guys aware of the Record Store Day with the new Dio Holy Diver video album that's coming out? It's a picture disc, and it's one of those things, I forget what they call them, but it looks like, the things are moving when the record is playing. Yeah, so Record Store Day. Check that out. Make sure you get a copy of that. Now, hopefully, I'm still waiting for them to do a box set of Holy Diver. I mean, whatchamacallit, Last in Line. Just, they need to deluxe it. I'm sure they are. If they're already doing the picture disc that I talked about, I'm sure they're in the middle of making that. Down here, this is all a lot of my new wave of British heavy metal type stuff. It goes from like Angel Witch. Well, I mean, there's some Anvil in here as well. Angel Witch, got some Blitzkrieg. Bands like that are all in here. My buddy's Tank. Great stuff. What else is in here? So you get the gist. All right? Got some rods in here. So some of it is British heavy metal, and some of it's just mixed in with some American stuff. Raven. All right? Over here, the Black Sabbath. You guys saw my unboxing of the Hand of Doom, the picture disc stuff. Behind that are all my Sabbath box sets, which a lot of you guys have. So not only do I have my CD, got to have the vinyl as well, of course, And I have the smaller ones that come with it, all right? You got Paranoid and Technical Ecstasy back there. Sabotage, Live Evil. I love these things, man. Keep them down here nice and nice, out of harm's way. And no one messes with them. All right, coming up. The UFO. I still need to do a video on these guys, right? This is the Strangers in the Night box set. I love this box set, man. I can't get enough of UFO. These guys just rule. All right? Lights Out. This is my original copy, and I just got the new edition coming up. I just said that, right? So about the CDs. So, yeah, so that's in here as well. So this is all my UFO stuff, right? It goes from here, comes all the way over to the live sightings. Now, a lot of you guys, if you've noticed, they've been putting out a lot of live stuff lately. All this live vinyl with these weird covers. Let me see if I have one of them here. Like this, right? So a lot of these live recordings are from this live sightings. I'll show you the back. You got Cleveland 82, the Early Flight, I think they did one. Chicago 80, Chicago 81, St. Louis 82. I mean, all he did was just put these same shows on vinyl now. So if you have this, you know, if you want the vinyl, go get it. But it's basically the same thing. Then over here is my Riot section. And it's a really cool Riot book I think I showed once before. Right? Swords and Tequila by Martin Popoff. It's a great book. The whole history of these guys, man. And this is all my Riot stuff. Now, I don't go into the power stuff, like I said. I stop at Born in America, and I'm good to go. Because to me, that's Riot right there. All the other stuff, man, I don't know. I have no interest. I bought one of them, not knowing what was going on back in the day. And I was like, what is this? You know, and I immediately got rid of it. Sorry. What else? Down here are my Metallica box sets. All right? All of them are there. Kill Them All to the Black Album. Right? Classic live thing that came out years ago. Now, over here, where the Exodus is, and the Murder in the Front Row, this is my thrash section. This right here, this is the book, but there's a DVD that goes with this as well, which is freaking great, man. You know, it talks about all these bands that started in the Bay Area, you know, in California. This is great. But I have the book and the DVD as well, which is freaking awesome. So, yeah, this is my whole second half of my thrash album stuff. All right? You know, you got your Overkills. You got your Possessed. I mean, a lot of these things are originals. Onslaught, that's a reissue. But I think this is an original Possessed album. All right? And I'm going to do a thrash thing at one point. So I don't want to show you too much. You know what I mean? Stay. This is my original Exodus, Bonded by Blood. Yeah, it's original. All right? This is all the rest of it. Who else is there? You got some Death reissues, but I have so many originals. My original Creator. We got Metallica, so the Japanese pressing. And who else is in here? Of course, you got your Anthrax and your Megadeths. You know, these guys are cool too. That's a reissue. Right, Artillery, another great band, Danish band. Some cool stuff to check out, all right? So that's my thrash section. Coming up, I'm pretty sure you know what this is. I did a video on Saxon as well. So Saxon goes from here to here. The new one is in here as well. Where are you? Yeah, there it is. The latest. And basically I stop it at the box set because it's just nice and easy to separate. All right, then we get into some Acceptors here. Past Accepts, it's balls to the wall. Who goes over here? The Y&T section. The Y&Ts, I did a video on them guys as well. All great stuff. Put this back. Over here is a whole bunch of Thin Lizzy. It's a cool book as well. Bill. Lizzy section. Then over here it's like Gary Moore. You know, Tigers, Blue Murder, because, you know, John Sykes and stuff like that. This is cool, man. This Greg Lake featuring Gary Moore. This is a good album. London, 81. Check that out. You know, then there's the Garys. All right. And then just past that Tigers box set is Twisted Sister. Now, I was going to put them in the hair section, but there wasn't enough room. So that's why they're sitting up here. Let's see. Coming up. All right. Yeah, that's Rush book, but Rush starts over here. It's all my Rush albums. All right, from the first albums. All right, you guys have all that stuff. Goes to the box sets. This is a cool book, man. It's the whole, like I said, the official touring history of these guys. This book is heavy and it's thick. No joke. Oh, let me move this for a second. Stay. The rest of the Rush box sets. Now, we have Kiss here. I'm going to explain. So, this is the Creature stuff. This was the new Lick It Up that had come out. Right? So, that's just this. But the first Kiss section starts up here. Okay? So now this is basically all the 70s Kiss. This is the Kiss that I listen to the most. And it goes from the first album up to The Elder. And then I stopped. But I have all the other Kiss stuff over there. And I really didn't want to put it next to it like you think I would have. But that other stuff, I don't listen to that much, man. You know, Asylum and all the other ones. I mean, there's cool songs on all of them. Don't get me wrong. But I would rather have Rainbow here than, you know, Kiss Asylum and Monster and Sonic Boom. All right? You picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So yeah, that's all my Kiss stuff. The newest thing that's in here out of all of this is the off the soundboard 77. All right? And I'm going to talk about more of the soundboards when I get over to that other side. So yeah, that's my sacred Kiss section right there. Put a live back. There we go. All right. Over here, obviously, you see Scorpions. This is my Scorpions section. That's my original Entrance. So Scorpions go from here with Lonesome Crow. And I think it ends over here with the latest one. Yeah, with the newest one. So that's all my Scorps in here. Then I get into my Michael Shankers, because, you know, you guys know the connection. Get into my Shanks. Japanese pressing. Destroy. Got some live stuff. Right, then it goes into that. And I don't know why I put Joe Lynn Turner here. So put him in the Deep Purple section. But let me leave him there for now so I know where he is. Cozy Pal. Got some Cozy albums. You know, I'm a drummer. I love Cozy Pal, one of my idols. Awesome stuff. Yep. Then we go into Crocus. All right, got some Crocus going on in here. And I think past Crocus is... Nope, that's the last Crocus album I actually picked up. The Hoodoo album. So that's all cool stuff. What do I do with my Scorpions album? Oh, there it is. All right, that goes back there. All right, so we covered that. Moving down. So then, again, over here is the Rainbow section. It stops over here at the Richie Blackmore story. All the Rainbow stuff in there. And I got some other concerts as well. Down to Earth 79, which is pretty cool. Long Island 79. Down to Earth, Back on Block. It's cool. Another White Snake little box set going on. So from here over is all White Snake stuff. All the old originals as well. You know, come on. And then up to the newer stuff that he's been redoing. Good to Be Bad. Up to their last album. All right. Takes care of that. Coming down. Got some Gravedigger. Yeah, Gravedigger. Good stuff. Let me slide that over. So in here is that kind of stuff. All right. Taser, all of them. I think I talked about them in one of my videos. Right. Got Bloodhound in there. I talked about them. Got some Hammerfall. Got a bunch of their albums. Got more Gravedigger in here, a whole bunch. Got the Ice Earth Horror Show. Something Wicked, This Way Comes. Probably my two favorite albums by them. Who else is in here? Of course, the Halloween. Some more Hammerfall. And I got some Camelot Ghost Opera. I got two versions of this. I love this album. Of course, you got to have the Sabotage. All right, all the reissues that are out now, they all sound great. Coming really cool. Deluxes. Running Wild. I got a couple of their albums in here as well. So that's kind of that section. Put Gravedigger back there. Coming down. You guys know what's behind here, right? This is all my Merciful Fate, King Diamond albums. All right, I did a video on them. Coming down a wee bit more, we get a little more evil. Okay? Yeah. Dark Thorn, A Blaze in a Northern Sky, man. Classic. Classic black metal. So this is kind of like my black metal section. I have a lot more on CDs, so I've been kind of picking some reissues up here and there. But I had all of them on CDs. You know, I still have my original Venom box set over there I'll talk about one day. Burzum. I mean, who else is in here? Immortal. I'm actually may go see them. They're playing New York City in May. And I think they're playing New Haven, Connecticut in May as well. Probably going to go check him out. But I mean, not Immortal, but a Bathory. I love this freaking album, man. I know a lot of people say, oh, they're just a clone of Venom. But I don't know, man. I still dig it. All right. What else? Right? The Muir. Marduk. Yeah. Who else is in here? Right? Marduk. So he has a bunch of stuff in there, all right? Dark Throne, of course. Now, coming down here, as you can tell, by black and blue, this is my hair metal section, which takes up 1 and 2 cubes. So all the hair metal stuff is in here. And you guys know the hair metal stuff. I'm not going to start pulling stuff out. You know, Helix is in here, and the Motleys, and the Rats, and the LA Guns, and Wasp, and everything in between is in here, all right? That takes up 2. This thing, I don't even know if I want to get into this right now, but this was a Motley Crue Shout Out the Devil box set that I did not pay $200 for, all right? That's a long story. I'll get into that. I'll do a video of that. But yeah, moving on. Coming up slowly. We got this guy right here. I made this dude. Well, I didn't make the skull and the little guy down there, but this whole container and just arranging it and doing it was all me. I put some, there's some purple dark lights on here. You know, I plug him in. But yeah, he's pretty badass. All right, I got to move him out of the way, actually. Come on, dude. Back here now in my other man cave, you guys didn't see that I had a whole bunch of, I had walls of autograph stuff that I don't want to hang up in here. It doesn't go, doesn't match, and I honestly don't know what to do with this stuff right now. So here's some Striper. I met these guys twice in one day, and it's actually stuck to another frame that I can't get out. There we go. Twisted Sister. These guys are funny. They played, I think it was Lemore's in Brooklyn, and this was the original ticket stub. So they played under the name Bent Brother. You know, it's supposed to be like, you know, one of those secret shows, you know, like Iron Maiden did with Charlotte and the Harlots. But so they did Bent Brother. The place was packed, and it was a freaking great show, man. So that, I got some Ace Frehley, the program signed from the Love Gun tour. He signed it twice. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is when Kiss played the Garden just before COVID. In 2019, March 2019, just before COVID hit. And I did the meet and greet, and I had this, you know, second row seats and all that stuff. I don't know if you can see the ticket stub. But yeah, that was cool. All right, so anyway, in this corner, let me move this out of the way. So down here are just some more books, just for some random stuff. Up here is all my Kiss books. All right. I'm sure you guys have all this stuff. If you're a Kiss fan, there's nothing here that you haven't seen. All right. Moving up, a lot of this is my Christmas albums. All right. I got some Keith Urban in here. There's some more books that sure a lot of you guys have. Kiss and Dio. A lot of these I've showed in my videos. Right. You got the Neil Peart books. The Art of Rush, which is kind of cool. All right. Now, up here, behind the Kiss Destroyer box set, which is all right. I don't know. It's another day, another story. Now, this is the rest of my Kiss albums, all right? So, this is the stuff that I don't listen to that much. I'm sorry, man, you know? I have the soundboards, all right? You got Tokyo, which is kind of cool. It's not that bad. Donington, which is okay. At least it's got Peter and Ace, you know what I mean? But it's not as good as the 77 one. And then the Poughkeepsie one, I listened to it once. Now, I had the Virginia Beach one, and I had to get rid of it because it's horrible. I mean, the band sounds tired, and Paul's voice, it's unlistenable. It's horrible. So I had it when it first came out, and I actually just got rid of it like a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't deal with it. I'm like, it's going to sit here, and I'm never going to listen to it. But also in here, you know, I got the solo stuff, the Peters, the Paul Stanley Live to Win. You know, I got Paul trying to be Smokey Robinson. You know, I got the Ace stuff. The usuals. You know, Kiss Greatest. Just because. You know, Carnival of Souls. I mean, I never listened to this. You know, Psycho Circus got 1 or 2 good songs. Sonic Boom has got 1 or 2 good songs. The only thing cool in here is this Revenge Chronicles, which is kind of cool. I think I showed this in one of my videos. You know, it's got a bunch of live stuff. But then, you know, Crazy Nights, it's got its ups and downs. Hot in the Shade. I mean, it's my original copy. Even Revenge, man, I don't know. It's got some stuff on there that I'm not too big on. You know, then you got your Animalize, and, you know, it's got some good stuff on it. I don't know. I mean, I'll talk about this another time. Heaven's on Fire, single. Asylum. I like Asylum. I like Eric's drum playing on here, but that song, Radar for Love, don't even get me started. All right, couple more books, Kiss books. Up here, I got some more DVDs. You got some Sabbath, got some Halford Live, all my Maiden stuff. Got some Priest bootlegs, all right? The Wrecking Crew, Hired Gun, all right? Sound City, I love that one. Up here, got some more, got some Priest, some Motorhead, Rush, all right? Got some Stones, the other Kiss ones. My Y&T On With The Show. I talked about that in my Y&T video. That's one of the best documentaries. You know, the Kiss stuff. There's a White Snake. All right, got some Who. Kids are all right. Over here, whoa, back it up. All these books are signed. This whole Black Sabbath thing I showed you guys, it's signed by Dio and Ozzy and Bill Ward and Iommi. The whole band signed all of that. This is History, which is signed by Peter, Ace, Gene, and Paul. Sealed with a Kiss by Lydia Chris. She signed that as well. Nikki, you know, the Paul book, the other Gene book. This book by Tony Bennett, he actually signed that, believe it or not. Yeah, that's why it's in plastic. And Dion, I don't know if any of you guys know Dion in the Belmonts. I met him years ago at a book signing when this came out, The Wanderer. Great book, man. He's got some cool stories. Chucky Zito, you know, my boy from New Rochelle, Hell's Angels leader, and, you know, he was a bodyguard to the Stars. There's a really cool story in here and how he knocked out Van Damme at a strip joint in Manhattan. Guardian of the Guards, this guy was a bodyguard for Kiss and Bon Jovi and Aerosmith. He was cool. I met him. He signed that. Then in the signed Halford book. All right, coming down here. All Rolling Stones. All right, this is my Rolling Stones. And this is my Rolling Stones. So everything in here is all Stones and Keith Richards solo stuff. I got some Ronnie Wood solo stuff in here. I have some things that they did with Muddy Waters. The London sessions, find one of them. They had a Muddy Waters session, and there's the other one. Where is it? Yeah, this one. The Howlin' Wolf session. You got Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts. That's a great one. You know, I got the new Stones, all the Keith solo stuff, box sets. Goat's Head Soup box set. That's one of my favorite ones. I got to move that because it's in the way now. Sorry. Can't get it back in there. I'm one-handing this. You know, all my early Stones. Well, some Japanese pressings as well, some Stones. Another Japanese pressing, Aftermath. All right. Really cool Stones live from the early days. The Tattoo You CD and album box sets. Come on, stop messing around. Then I got the From the Vault series. Now, these are cool because they come with like the DVDs and the CDs plus the vinyl. These are cool to grab. If you can find them, I would recommend picking them up. Especially this one, the Form in 75. This one's great. I think I got the 1981. It's another good show, man. So, yeah, I got some cool Stone stuff. We already showed that. Coming over here. This is my Aerosmith, Cheap Trick, Alice Cooper section. We got some books in there. Got some more DVDs. That's all that stuff there. All right, coming over here, this is the Van Halen section. All right, even though I got Sammy's book in there, the Van Halen saga, Running with the Devil, the Visual History with Niels Loslauer. I probably just screwed his name up. Famous photographer, a couple of magazines back in the day, guitar players with Eddie, even though I'm a drummer. But you know how that goes. Eddie. It's a special tribute to him. It's another one that came out after his passing. Van Halen on Life magazine. Another guitar thing for Van Halen. So yeah, there was a bunch. There's probably more that I don't even have. It's all right. It's this one. There's another one. Oh, Modern Drummer with Alex Van Halen. This is cool. Now, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you're aware, but he's got a book coming out. I think in October. I already pre-ordered it on Amazon. I think it's like $38. Alex is the man. Very underrated drummer. And, of course, this is all the Van Halen, Sammy albums, with Sammy, without. The Dave solo stuff, you know, a lot of early Sammy before he became what he became. I don't want to get to that. Dave, And I got some, I should do a Van Halen thing. So I got some Japanese pressings of the first bunch of Van Halen albums, but I'll save that for another day. Let's leave that for now. Over here, these are all my tour programs from every freaking thing I've seen. I mean, I gotta show you someday. I mean, I got Queen is in here. I think Queensryche is in here. Floyd the Wall, when I saw him at the Garden. Now, the funny thing is, because there's different pictures in here than there are from, I think, the California gig or their London gig. Yeah, man. Women and Children first. Oh, Black Sabbath reunion. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. Van Halen story. So yeah, that's all my concert programs. All right, coming down now into the classic rock section. This is all Floyd and my Queen albums. Goes there. Coming over here, this is all Journey and the Eagles. Some more DVDs and books. Down here, some of this is kind of like my 80s stuff, but my goth stuff as well. This is all Ghost. From here down, it's all Ghost vinyl. Then I got some Moonspell in here, Typo Negative, Sisters of Mercy, bands like that. The Mission UK, great band, man. A couple of their albums in there. Coming down here, there's 2 Grateful Dead CD box sets of all their albums, some Motley Crue books, Kiss books. This is the Kiss CD box set that came out years ago. Over here is the Guns N' Roses section. All right, got the box set of the Illusions. Boom. The Appetite for Destruction box set that came out eons ago. And then, I got my original Appetite and Live Like a Suicide, if I can pull it out of here. My original Live Like a Suicide. And I got Izzy's album in here, which is kind of cool. I actually like that album, man. Couple books, and all this is basically Black Crowes, Bad Company, all right, Japanese pressing. A couple of Guns N' Roses videos, which are not going to stay now. That's right, I'll put them back. Coming down here, Bon Jovi, New Jersey. Triumph box set, so I got some Triumph in here. There's Bon Jovi in here. Who else is in here? Some April Wine. Survivor. I think Hall & Oates is in here. Yeah, this is like a mixed match of different stuff. Boz Skaggs. Gotta love Boz, man. Who else is in here? Staying Alive soundtrack. Got some live Bee Gees. All right, Bee Gees. Gotta mix it up sometimes, man. All right, coming up here. This is all my Clapton from the box set over. It's all Eric Clapton. This is a great box set, man. What else we got going on here? We got some Styx. And a lot of this other stuff a lot of guys got, man. The Foreigners. Your typical classic rock stuff. I got a Japanese pressing of ELO Discovery. I freaking love that album, man. What else? Kansas. Boston, the Tom Petty's, the Stevie Nicks, the couple of Fleetwood Macs in here. Over here, keep sliding this chair. The Deep Purples, all right. This is the Made in Japan box set, which is great. All Deep Purple. Rise of the Phoenix, that's a great video to watch. Interesting story about an elevator shaft in there. The Zeppelins, right? I got the box set for the BBC sessions. How the West Was Won, that's a great album. The song remains the same. All the original Zeppelin stuff that I've had over the years. It goes there. Coming down here, big Led Zeppelin book. Kind of like the Rush one, but this talks about all the songs. And again, this book is huge. Very cool stuff. You're just sitting around, you want something to read, check that out. This is all my Chicago stuff, right? Really cool book. The drummer, street player, Danny, another underrated drummer. The Story of Terry Kath, that is another great documentary. I think I've seen that thing about 100 times. I think you'll find it on Netflix too. The History of Chicago, I think this is on Hulu or Netflix as well. Check them out, man. Really cool stuff. Sorry for moving the phone. What else is in here? Got some REO. Your other classic rock Foghat stuff. Got some Blackfoot. Got some live Allman Brothers. Santana. Bunch of Santanas in here. Gotta have that one, right? Some Dire Straits. Then there's some Leonard Skinner. There's Doobie Brothers. There's the Kinks. Black Country Communion. I love this band, man. Got some Elton. Now over here, this is my whole Prince section. All right, got all his box sets. Great stuff, man. I'll do a thing on him one day. Down here is your typical Bruce Springsteen stuff. Bryan Adams. U2. Who else? Huey Lewis. Right? Down here is kind of like my Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett section. Right? Tony Bennett live at Carnegie Hall. Sinatra. More Sinatra. Who else is in here? You got the Rascals. This is a great album. The Greatest Hits. Timepiece. Who else? Some Beach Boys. Endless Summer. Great album. Talk about that one day. Who else is in here? Oscar Peterson. Yeah, I got a lot of jazz. I have more jazz in the living room and a bunch of country CDs and stuff in there. I'd rather listen to the jazz and actually in there in the living room because the ceilings are huge. You know, in here with the rug, things kind of get muffled. But which is fine for the, you know, the rock and the metal stuff. But when I want my jazz, I want it wide and open and free flowing. All right, up here we got some Who. I got a bunch of Beatles, Japanese pressings as well. McCartney's Greatest Hits. Oh, now I got some more. Right, some more Japanese pressings of them. There's a few. I don't have all of them. What else? This is all the Who. Jethro Tull. Genesis is in here. Yes. It's kind of like my proggy section. I have all the Genesis, all the old stuff. Don't just go buy Abacab, Foxtrot, great album. Right? And then, who's buried over here? More Jethro Tull. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've actually missed coming around the room. What else? All right, so we went up there, over here. Come right in, the place is haunted. All right? Get the Who thing out of the way. All right, Seven Moons. Great wine. Got a Headless Horseman. And this is not going to come out that great because of the glare, but this is an original Nun 2 poster from the movie theater. Got some hands coming out of the walls, and I just threw some material on it. Just bought like a regular picture frame. I'm like, I need to kind of like goth this out and make it look haunted a little bit more. So I just got some material and just glued it around the frame. I know it's hard to see. Got some more hands coming out of the wall. And there's my Reaper looking over stuff, right? I got more chairs in my way. So you can see the difference in the paint color, how one side is kind of like, almost like eggplant purple and the gray with the black trim around everything. There's a guitar in here. It's a copy of a Les Paul. It's nice and blue. It's badass. I have other guitars behind him. That's a closet. So yeah, that's about it. So the CDs, the cabinets. This is a view from when you're sitting, and I'm moving the chairs and everything around. So now the room is a mess. But that's about it, man. So that's the room tour. I hope you dug it. Saw some stuff. And as usual, you take care of one another, all right? It's a crazy world out there. Be good, all right? Peace out, Buttercup. I'll catch you soon.